Hello and welcome to P&B Sports with me, Alhamdulillah. It's yet match day 20 in the English Premier League of 38, and of course we'll be bringing you all the latest fixtures, and of course it's becoming tight in the English Premier League again as Liverpool, still on the go, topping the Premier League table, behind just above Arsenal, who are 6 points behind them. Don't forget, Liverpool still have a game at hand. By the way, the Merseyside derby, which was postponed due to some weather conditions about several weeks ago, but is it still going to be Liverpool's season, or will things change? We're going to be discussing that as well. We've just reached the second half of the Premier League season. Of course, it's becoming so intense, by the way, for most of the Premier League teams, and of course the games are still on the way, and we still have a lot to do, and of course a lot to go. Some few games remaining in the English Premier League. We'll be taking you through the course of the league as well. Of course, it's going to be another one for in La Liga as well, where we'll be taking you all in the fixtures that we have to be taking place. And of course, as we're going to welcome you to the show here on P&B Sport with me, Alhamdulillah. And so we have a lot package for you today, and of course we'll be discussing it with some other people, by the way, as we go on. One show. So carry on, don't go nowhere. It's the P&B Sport with me, Alhamdulillah, as we just take a break, and when we get back, we'll take you into the real deal. We'll be right back. back, and it's still P&B Sport with me, Alhamdulillah. Of course, like I tell you, we'll be having a lot to discuss. Of course, it's match day 20 of the English Premier League, by the way, and of course, we'll be discussing some very important matters, of course, in the English Premier second half of the season, by the way, and Liverpool are still top in the league. Of course, to do justice to this discussion, I am not going to be talking alone. I have on the phone call Mr. Asa, who is a referee with the Nigerian Professional Football League here in Nigeria. Welcome to the show, Asa. Asa, can you hear me? Are you there? Welcome to the show.
Yes. Hello?
Yeah, good afternoon. So good to have you here on the show.
Good afternoon.
Thank you. So we're just gonna roll on quickly due to our time. It's been a very intense season in the English Premier League, and what do you make of the first half of the season so far in the Premier League?
Yes. Thank you, presenter. Thank you for giving me the privilege and opportunity to be live on air to speak about the intense play. Hello?
Yes, I can hear you. Go on.
Well done, sir. So, as I already introduced me, and I talk about the season ongoing, about the intensity of the Premier League going on the live. Hello?
Yes, go on. We can hear you. Yeah, you can go ahead. We can hear you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Just give us.
About the season as it's going on right now. Hello?
Yes, we can hear you. Just go ahead. I can hear you.
Most of the matches now, most of the clubs, especially the top clubs of last season, especially Arsenal and Man City, their tournament this season, their season is not possible for them because of the lack of inconsistency of the best teams.
Okay.
Hello? Yes. Because one of the teams, Arsenal, Man City, are inconsistent this season.
Okay.
And depth of squad also is affecting the both two teams. If you look at Liverpool right now, they have the depth of squad,
Yes.
and at the end of the season, they are consistent. When it comes to scoring ability, when it comes to keeper and their defense, and their defense.
Yes.
Are you with me?
Yes, we can hear you. Go
If you
ahead.
look at most of their matches, if you look at most of their matches, young matches, they score one goal, and they defend, and their defenders are always consistent.
Okay.
Hello? Yeah. So that's why I rate Liverpool at the top right now, because they have formidable squad and depth in squad, and technically their clinical in squad and their defensive ability is very strong.
Okay. Well, you made mention of Arsenal, who and Manchester City, who are actually facing problems, but also sit second in the English Premier League so far. What do you make of their season lately compared to last season?
Yeah, when you talk of Arsenal, they have not started the season in good form, especially at the middle of the season. They lose so many crucial matches. You understand?
Yeah.
And it's a result of inconsistency from their defense. They score goals, but their defense is inconsistent.
Okay.
Are you with me?
Yes. Go ahead.
Yeah. That's the problem Arsenal are facing. And maturity, to win a Premier League, you have to be mature in your team must be matured very well in terms of clinical, defensive, and scoring ability.
Okay.
Yes, that's the problem Arsenal are facing. But when you look at Man City, mostly they have problems. Most of their players are overused, overstressed last season to this season. But most of their players, they are not really players.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah, most of their players are trying to get into the international system. Most of them they are educated because most of their players are just 11 players in their national teams. So that Ochi has already started catching up with Mati. That's become their pick. And each also counts.
Okay.
If you look at Man City squad, most players are over 30 players. Their players are also like this. So Man City need to triple their team as far as they want to move on at the January and catch up with Liverpool and Arsenal.
Okay, well, just as you said, it's been a really intense season, first half of the season in the English Premier League. What do you think will happen in the second season? What should we expect it should happen in the second phase of the Premier League so far?
Especially when at the second and the tournament so far, most teams are now going to market, trying to rebuild their squad, trying to reshuffle their team. If one team wants to catch up with the Liverpool in terms of depth of squad,
Okay.
you understand? They
Yeah.
have to at least make OT signing so that they can unify their defense and their attacking line. They are over-reliant on their top striker position and now penetrating more into the top. So the score goals, most of the Premier League defenders already now they are already known party for party. That's why it's hardly for us to implement most of the squads now. They have changed in terms of their tactical approach and also be able to bring up on their squad. And Arsenal also, as far as Arsenal now is concerned, they are the only club that I think they are going to challenge Man City, Liverpool to contest for Premier League this year. Because Arsenal now they have already started building up and injury is not affecting them too much. It's only one of their players going injury and maybe if they can find a replacement of Saka, they will build up on that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Let's talk about the other phase of the league so far in the first half. I don't want to hear from you directly. What do you make of who is the biggest flop so far in the first half of the season in the Premier League? As we've seen it, who do you think is the biggest flop? Let's talk about individuals first before we go on to club level. As individual players, who is the biggest flop so far in the first half of the season, according to what you think? Can you hear me? Are you there? Are you there, Mr. Asa? Yeah, I think we've lost Asa for a bit. We'll try and reconnect with him through the course of the show. And of course, you've heard from Asa, of course, analyzing the Premier League so far. Liverpool, he's still tipping Liverpool to go on far and as far as winning the league. Of course, commending them of their intensity in the squad depth precisely, or rather. Of course, they're having a lot of options up front, having a lot of strikers up front, a lot of providers, and of course we can tell Mohamed Salah, English Premier League goal scorer at the moment, ahead of Erling Haaland, having 17 goals so far, Erling Haaland having just 14 behind him. And of course it's a very brilliant season again for Mohamed Salah yet again, and of course as we can see, he's still carrying Liverpool on his shoulders. Don't forget, they are topping the league at the moment with 6 points ahead of Arsenal, who are coming in second. However, they still have a game at hand, the Merseyside derby against Everton, which was postponed due to weather conditions lately. So we will go for them, and of course as well. Of course, about the season, win the first a very intensive one for many to remember, one for many who in the season, by the way, sacked their manager. They brought in within a morning, but things still going so often. What is really wrong for Manchester? saying what is really wrong with the Manchester United team overall. They have quality players, they have some good players, they have some players who are really, having that good name so far, but it seems like something is wrong with them. However, they still have a long way to go. By the way, their coach, Ruben Amorim, lately saying that, well, he's excited about the new year. Of course, he's being excited about the future, despite his team, having a staggering season at the moment. He is still optimistic and believes that Manchester United are really going to bounce back. But are they really going to bounce back? We're going to know about that. Of course, we have heard from Asa, who is a professional referee, by the way, in the second division of the Nigerian Professional Football League. He's giving his back on, of course, Manchester City, who are lately facing a lot of trauma. Pep Guardiola in his worst season ever as a manager, of course, and of course for Manchester City as well, facing a lot of problems. We've heard from us saying, well, most of them are fatigued. Of course, they're having a lot of problems as a result of fatigue. Most of their players are tired. They're used at home, first team starter for their home countries, and of course, when they come back to the domestic league, they are still first team starters. So of course, it's been a very tense and of course tedious one for them to deal with. And of course, he's talked about age, and of course, age is indeed a barrier at some point, because most of the players are of course 30 and above. Well, it's still a problem to Manchester City. Of course, this has been the shape of the discussion lately in what we have been talking about regarding the English Premier League with Asa. We'll try and bring him back as we continue. Yet, stay tuned with us, of course, here on P&B Sport with me, Alhamdulillah. It's gonna we'll be right back. Welcome right back. It's still P&B Sport here with me, Alhamdulillah. Of course, we're here in the capital territory, Abuja, of course, where we're bringing you all the latest in sports. Of course, we've been discussing the English Premier League. The first half of the season has gone, and of course, we're trying to analyze what has taken place, of course, and of course, what to expect in the second half of the season. Liverpool still in the league, in the Premier League, by the way, and of course, we're trying to discuss that on the basis. Of course, I still have Asa, who is back on. We've lost him some couple of minutes ago, and we have tried to bring him back. All right, let's carry on, Mr. Asa. We've been talking about, of course, the different teams. I wanted to hear from you. Who do you feel is the biggest flop so far? Biggest flop player-wise? Who has been the biggest flop in terms of players in the Premier League so far, according to you?
Based on how the league is going on right now, there are a lot of close players, especially when it comes to Manchester United.
Okay.
Manchester United are the biggest flop in terms of players, and when it comes to players.
Yes.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead.
When it comes to players, when it comes to players, I still have no issue with them goalkeeper.
Okay, that's you're talking about Onana.
Manchester United goalkeeper.
Wow.
Currently, Manchester United is a serious challenge when it comes to goalkeeping department. Right from the coming of Onana, we know he has been trying, as most of the other players here are saying that 90% of Manchester United fans.
Okay.
They say they are happy with Onana and goalkeeping.
Okay.
Can you hear?
Yes, I hear. Go ahead.
Yeah. That's part of the challenge Manchester are facing this season is goalkeeper department, because right now they are conceding goals, very cheap goals. Most of the goals on our country, very cheap goals.
Okay.
At least 8 to 7 this one could have pushed them a little bit higher than their current position. So currently now, based on floor player, I go with Onana.
Okay. And of course, you talked about the club. The biggest flop to you in terms of club is Manchester United, right?
Yes, right now.
Okay, but based on analysis, what do you feel? I just want to hear from you. What do you feel is the biggest problem in Manchester United at the moment? What is their biggest problem? They just replaced Eric Ten Hag with Ruben Amorim, but still seems to be the same thing for Manchester United. What do you think is the problem?
The problem of Manchester United presently is the structure of team. The club needs to be restructured, especially from the department of recruitment of players.
Okay.
So director of the club, when it comes to recruitment of players. You understand?
Yeah.
The coach, especially most of the players they buy average players.
Okay.
And you want average players to deliver for you. That's the problem. Manchester United right now, most of their signing, they are signing average players.
Yeah, but some seasons ago, sorry to cut you there. Some seasons ago, they've signed the likes of Casemiro. He's a top quality player. They signed the likes of Rafael Varane. That time is a quality player. They signed some couple of big time players like David Sancho, for example. He's a big quality player. So do you feel that they're not really good enough to be compared to the system of Manchester United?
They are considered as a big time player. That is when they are on top at Madrid. When it comes to Casemiro, Madrid know why they release Casemiro to go, because they are already used Casemiro based on his form and age-wise couple of players going on. And when it comes to Premier League, the intensity of Premier League is far bigger than what happens in La Liga. You understand?
Okay.
So in fact, to create anything you are going to put in place, you are going to Premier League. You cannot compare with La Liga. You understand?
Okay.
So when you bring Casemiro to La Liga, the intensity and pressure and the standard of the league and overtaking Casemiro, that's why you go performing the way you are expecting.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
Premier League talks to the midfielder. When players that can walk, that can toe to toe. You understand?
Yeah.
Casemiro age-wise does not look at him with him. And you talk about Sancho, certain things about a player that Manchester United, when he was belonging to other clubs, he wasn't better because the club did not create enough for him to do well at the club because he's under pressure. He's playing under pressure at Manchester United. That's why he's just Manchester United.
Okay.
So presently, right now, in terms of squad-wise, most of their players are average players. When you talk about the coaching, you can continue coaching, as far as you are going to use the top player, because you are not going anywhere.
Okay.
That's the problem.
Yeah. So
That's why they are contesting and everything is consistent. So in terms of recruitment of players, in terms of management, especially people that are scout coaches, whatever to the top guys, to start building a new project.
Okay, so we talked about the flops, of course, that you feel the flop in terms of club and of course in terms of players. I want to hear from you who are the big surprises. Which club has surprised you so far in the Premier League, and which player has particularly surprised you so far in the English Premier League?
So far, surprise club is Liverpool, because everyone was not even thinking of Liverpool would be, and if not, club-wise, especially in terms of form consistency, no one was expecting Liverpool to be at the top. But presently, Liverpool have surprised many people because there have been no changes in the squad. But the coach keep on rotating his players, keep on building the team based on the progress of his former predecessor coach. You understand?
Yeah.
So Liverpool are fully surprised this season. Liverpool are fully surprised this season. Very well. Seriously, they are hired as in the best club in terms of title contender. They are not taking well.
And who's your top player so far? Is the surprising player, the player that has surprised you so far in the first half of the season?
So far, player that's playing is Saka.
Okay.
Saka has been the god of athletes. So far this season, Saka is the one in terms of attacking, in terms of scoring, he has been building on that momentum of last season.
Okay.
Currently now, if Saka is back in Arsenal, if Saka is back with Arsenal squad, I think Arsenal are the favorite to challenge Liverpool in terms of title contender. And presently now, when you talk about title contenders, is between Liverpool and Arsenal for now. But we don't know if Manchester City can catch up. And the survival also took Nottingham Forest.
Okay.
Because Nottingham Forest are close to flying. We are not going to see them at the top four, but they are still maintaining it at the second center. They are about to enter the second center, they are still in top four. So I think Nottingham Forest will finish top four if they continue on that performance.
Okay, so let's quickly check on the fixtures. Of course, we have some couple of top games this weekend, and let's start with Newcastle Tottenham Hotspur. They will be starting their game, of course. I think they have already kicked off already. What do you make of that game between Tottenham and Newcastle United?
I go for that match is going to be a 50-50 match. 50 challenge.
Okay.
I'm going for either win or draw for Tottenham.
Okay, either Tottenham win or a draw.
Draw, yes. Because they are really going to finish the challenge from this particular game.
Yeah, but Tottenham Hotspur have been a little bit on and off this season. They've managed to beat some big house, by the way, but they're really not consistent, are they?
Yes.
I'm talking about Tottenham.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
You did what?
Yeah, we're talking about Tottenham Hotspur. Tottenham Hotspur. Yeah, they have been on and off this season, even though they've managed to beat some top clubs, but they have not really been consistent, have they been?
Yes. And they have been halfway consistent because they have lost the matches that are supposed to be at the top four right now. When you look at Newcastle, presently they have played 4 or 3 matches constantly and averagely like they are capable of their effort and their consistency on the 4 matches.
Okay.
So I go for Newcastle.
Okay.
Challenge them today at this
Okay. So let's look at Brighton against Arsenal. Brighton will be hosting Arsenal later on by 6:30. What do you make of that game too?
Yeah, I think Brighton is a very tough club in terms of dealing with the team. You understand? Yeah, Brighton also challenge most of these top players, but find it difficult to win Brighton at home. So Arsenal are going to face it. Basically, telling Arsenal to do before they beat Brighton to them.
Okay.
Yeah, Arsenal is being
Okay, it's going to be a tough one for them, right?
It's going to be a tough match for Arsenal. Seeing Brighton at home, who's going to be easy for them?
Okay, let's see how it goes then. Manchester City will be taking on West Ham United. Do you see West Ham beating Manchester City?
No, Manchester City have started actually regaining their popular back by winning their last match. They have started regaining and trying to rebuild on last week performance. So I think Manchester City is winning today.
Okay. Right then. So Man City will win, you feel?
Because they started rebuilding their back, they have started actually regaining their confidence. What they need now is to start winning matches. Manchester City will fight up.
Alright then. Well, we have another big game, by the way. Tomorrow, between Liverpool and Manchester United. one do you make of that game between Liverpool and Manchester United? Yeah, I can hear you. I'm asking of Liverpool versus Manchester United tomorrow. What do you make of the game?
That's it's very for United because they have to protect the ordinary for them to.
Okay. Well, they've been they have beaten Manchester City. Okay, are you there? Can you hear me? Asa, are you there? Can you hear me? Well, I think we've lost Asa there. I think that we're having some network glitch. I think we have lost Asa there, but we'll try and reconnect with him. By the way, the network has been really a poor one. We'll try and reconnect with him, of course, during the course of the show. But before we do that, we will just take a short break, and when we get back, we will ride on and take you to the fixtures directly that we have today, and of course, the ones to come tomorrow. Then we're going to take a little bit in La Liga. Go nowhere, be right back. Welcome right back. Still P&B Morning Show on the Lawrence, and of course we have gotten some little glitch, of course, network wise, but we're trying to, of course, see how we can connect directly to our guests in the show as well. So he's still talking about the English Premier League, of course, and of course we're trying to see how we can be able to connect directly with our guest today. And of course it's been a very serious one, of course, and of course it's been a very tedious Premier League challenge, of course, in the English Premier League. We've been talking with Asa lately, and of course, he's been telling us his take regarding the English Premier League so far this season. And of course, just been getting some tips on some of the flops and of course some of the biggest surprises so far in the English Premier League. And well, it's not been an easy one, by the way, of course, for so many teams. And of course, some of the teams have really been doing some great deal of a job. All right, we've just got Asa back, and of course, we just lost you, Asa. I'm so sorry. I think the network has been fluctuating. But the night to have you back with us.
Yes, thank you, sir.
Yeah, so yeah, we talked about Liverpool Manchester United game quickly. So what do you make of that game?
Because Liverpool are going to be very tough on the United, and they are trying to see how they can repeat, repeat their part, and have a real spirit in them. Understand?
Yeah.
And United are going to be a tough challenge for them, and Liverpool want to solidify their top league title. So Chelsea tomorrow is going to be a very tough challenge for them. I think the United because Liverpool are on top of the team. And their core ability is going to make something impossible.
All right.
Are you with me?
Yes, I'm with you. Go ahead.
Necessary to defend Liverpool attacking option. Seriously, so they have to do extraordinary work tomorrow for them to defend Liverpool. Liverpool are on fire right now with it. The scoring and their defense is outstanding. They are not conceding goals. Their defense is clinical. They are making it very tough. And the player not there, but already this playoff, they are not playing as a team. Psychologically, Manchester is down right now.
Wow.
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Yes, psychologically, Manchester is down right now. Even the manager right now is yet to know his first 11.
Okay.
Already now, they are trying to put already top players in Manchester United. Big players to know. Manchester right now is the biggest team they have to big challenge in the
Okay.
because they have started trying to see how they can change the squad, change the tactics of the team, and the body will catch up with him. I think it's going to be a very, very important.
All right. Okay. So it's a win for Liverpool.
Win for Liverpool tomorrow? That is.
Okay. So well, we'll be taking quickly the fixtures, and I will get back to you as I just stay on the line. I will get back to you so we can just talk quickly on the La Liga. But before then, we're just gonna take our audience through to the fixtures. The game taking place, of course, already Tottenham Hotspur are playing Newcastle right now as we speak at White Hart Lane, and of course Bournemouth will be taking on Everton by 4 o'clock. Aston Villa will be welcoming Leicester City by 4 o'clock equally, and Crystal Palace take on Chelsea as well by 4 o'clock. Southampton are going to take on Brentford today also by 4 o'clock, and of course Manchester City will be welcoming West Ham United today equally by 4 o'clock at the Etihad Stadium, and of course Brighton today will be rounding up the game between them and Arsenal today as well. Of course, we have some couple of big games coming up tomorrow as well. Fulham will be taking on Ipswich Town as Liverpool welcome Manchester United to Anfield tomorrow by 5:30 as Wolves round up to the match day 20 against Nottingham Forest. All right, back to you, Asa. Let's look quickly in just a few minutes. Look at La Liga. Well, it's been a very tough one too for Barcelona, in the La Liga, and of course we've seen Madrid trying to see how they can cover them. Atletico Madrid doing a great job too. What do you make of La Liga so far? Are you there, Asa? Oh, I think we have lost Asa there. We've lost his connection directly there. We're trying to see how we can bring him back. Well, we've been experiencing some couple of network glitch, by the way, and of course it's not been a very easy one directly to say per se for us, but we're trying to see how we can reconnect with Asa directly. We're having some few network issues, but that's been the fixtures in the English Premier League, of course, some big games as we've said. Liverpool taking on Manchester United, and tomorrow, of course, yes, I think we have Asa back on. Asa, so sorry, the network has been a very big problem to us lately.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so we're talking about quickly your batting to La Liga. Wow, what do you make of La Liga since so far? It's been a very, a roller coaster for Barcelona. What do you make of La Liga at the moment?
Yeah, as it's going on right now at La Liga, Barcelona have started at least building up their young lad in the team because they're giving them more confidence to be young lad on the team. So Barcelona, in terms of technically wise, they are very good and quickly don't mind to give the progress. You understand?
Okay.
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, the player at Barcelona is building the black maturity. They get the black maturity to win it. Are you with me?
Yes, we are with you.
Yeah, that's the one that works. In Barcelona, technically they are good. Young lads are making
Okay.
players, they are making a point at the team. So currently, maturity-wise, currently they're going to really work on that at the second standard. Because the monthly title at La Liga, your team must have a league and must have maturity in terms of target. Because if you're targeting a trophy, you have maturity, you have to be extraordinary trouble in terms of scoring and defending.
Oh, yes.
So Barcelona, seriously, they are doing talent and they are
They are now 4 points behind league leaders Real Madrid, and Atletico Madrid, of course, are second at the moment with 41 points, just 2 points between them and Real Madrid. Barcelona started well, through the course of the season. What do you think was the major problem for Barcelona?
That's why I said the young lads need at least maturity and consistency. You understand?
Yeah.
Once you win if you want to be a title contender, at least maturity has to be there and consistency.
Okay.
Barcelona has been inconsistent in one or two matches. Even when they beat me, there are some matches they are supposed to win, but unfortunately they miss all the matches. They win either draw or they draw the matches. The players really inconsistent at the team right now. So the young lads, they have a long way to go. The coach have to be seriously in the players if they want to win. So the work really for the coach. Because we have all the resources at the but we don't need the players like to deliver for it. So that is I think consistency is going to happen for them and maturity wise.
Okay, quickly, do you see Madrid actually clinching the La Liga this season? Or do you think Atletico Madrid is going to fight on to win the La Liga too?
Seriously, the battle has just started. We are in the second stanza. Seriously, both the three teams, they are inconsistent.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah, even Madrid are still struggling. If you look at their matches, they struggle to get a win. Seriously, most of their matches, they play hard. They put extraordinary effort for them to win.
Okay.
So seriously, Madrid, Barcelona, Atletico Madrid, three of them are the strong title contenders. Because Atletico Madrid, seriously, this season, they have improved and they have to work, especially in terms of teamwork than last season. So Atletico Madrid is going to be a surprise for them. Seriously, between Barcelona and Madrid this season.
Okay, well, it's been a very exciting one for us here, of course. So, before we let you go, we would just want to thank you for your time and, of course, your insights.
Yes, thank you for giving me the opportunity to be on this platform. You're welcome. Thank you for the opportunity.
All right, you're welcome, and we do hope to have you again in our next show. Thank you so much. You have a nice day.
Thank you. God bless. bless you.
All right, so thank you. Of course, that has been Asa, of course, who is a professional referee, by the way, in the second division of the Nigerian Professional Football League. And of course, he has given us his insights regarding, of course, the Premier League, of course, on the course of La Liga. Due to time, we couldn't continue, but we'll be taking you quickly through the course of the games to be played in La Liga, where we have yesterday Valencia losing to Real Madrid by 2-1. Vinicius Jr. picking a red card, by the way, due to some behavioral issues. And of course, on March day 19 of 38, it continues in La Liga, where we have Rayo Vallecano taking on Celta Vigo on Friday, January 10. And of course, Alaves will be taking on Girona on Saturday, by the way. And of course, we'll be taking Valladolid will be taking on Real Betis. And Espanyol will be taking on Leganes as Sevilla play on Valencia. Las Palmas will be playing Getafe. Atletico Madrid will take on Osasuna, and Real Sociedad will be taking on Villarreal. And of course, these are some of the matches that are going to come through for us, of course, in La Liga. And of course, it's been a very exciting one due to our time. We will be running up here, of course, the P&B Sport with me, Alhamdulillah. Hope you've been informed. Enjoy the weekend, of course. Don't forget to watch the games that are important and necessary, of course, to keep yourself lit. And of course, me, the rest of the team here on P&B Sport, it is bye for now. Have a lovely weekend.